Boxing truth here. Terence Crawford is delusional. If he actually thinks becoming undisputed champion and beating a no-name champion in Julius Indongo is going to make him pound for pound #1. It's not how it works here, brother. Beating no-name champions, guys that are not even rated among the top 15 pound for pound fighters in the world, is going to get you to the pound for pound throne. Maybe it can get you rated within the top 10, maybe climb the rankings a little bit, but you got to beat the biggest names, the regarded best fighters in the world around your weight division if you want the pound for pound throne. Terence Crawford, I don't know what the fuck you smoking, dog. You're delusional, man. You're fighting in a fight no one's really clamoring for. You have to pay over $100,000 in sanctioning fees, and you're going to be undisputed champion for about 5 minutes, whoever wins that fight, because the mandatory obligations will be coming up, and I really seriously doubt any one of those guys, whoever wins that fight, are going to stick around for mandatory obligations. They'll either vacate their straps, they'll move up in weight, look for bigger opportunities. That's why you don't really see too often undisputed champions. 12% of your purse you have to pay if you make 7 figures. If you're a superstar like Pacquiao, Canelo, they negotiate fees with you, since nobody's gonna want to pay 3% of an 8-figure purse for 4 sanctioning body belts. No fucking way. Which is why it's so hard to become undisputed. But this is a rare opportunity. I approve of the fight, and somehow they were able to make it happen. But it's very costly for the fighters. Almost 15% of your purse. It would have been 15% if Indongo didn't vacate the IBO strap or relinquish it. That belt doesn't really matter, which is why Indongo vacated it or was stripped of it, whatever, because he didn't want to pay an extra 3% of a 7-figure purse. That's like having an extra advisor on your payroll. But Crawford, if you want to be pound for pound #1, you need to beat fighters that are more highly regarded than Julius Indongo. Don't get me wrong, I think Indongo's a pretty good fighter. I think he's a dangerous opponent. Might be Crawford's most dangerous opponent to date. Long, lanky, can fight. He's got power in his left hand. Looked really good against Ricky Burns. But beating a faded Burns and a paper champion Trojanowski doesn't tell me if Julius Indongo is truly an elite fighter out there. If he can somehow upset the odds, he'll be well on his way at knocking on that pound for pound list. I'm not counting Indongo completely out, but this fight doesn't signify who's the best in the world. Not even fucking close. So stop talking that shit, Terence Crawford. Be realistic, bruh. Andre Orr has more of a case than you do, even though he needed a gift decision and a low blow stoppage to get to be at the position that he's at. But this is your rare chance to become undisputed. But the reality is, we all know what's going to happen if you do. You ain't going to fight Sergey Lipnitz. You're not going to fight Amir Imam. The WC is ever going to enforce that mandatory. You're going to be undisputed champion for about 5 minutes. If you do defeat Julius Indongo, you'll move up in weight, look for bigger opportunities. Hey, can't knock you. That's what prize fighting is all about. Being in the biggest fights possible, the biggest events possible. So at the end of the day, this is prize fighting. And now you know why being undisputed champion is so very damn difficult. It's very costly. And nobody wants to pay fucking 12% of your purse, especially if you're going to fight your mandatory challenger next after this fight. We all know what's going to go down. The winner of this fight will vacate, move on to bigger and better things, and that's fine. But you ain't pound for pound #1 if you defeat Julius Indongo. Knock that shit off, Terence Crawford. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.